This training will focus on day services and some vocational services through Waiver Reimagined. Day services are available through the Developmental Disabilities Waiver, Brain Injury Waiver, CADI Waiver, and CAC Waiver. Previous to Waiver Reimagined, we had a program or service called Day Training and Habilitation Services and Structured Day Program. Those two services will be renamed to Day Support Services. We also had services called Pre-Vocational Services and Day Training and Habilitation Center-Based Work. Those services will be renamed Pre-Vocational Services. A little bit about Day Support Services. First of all, day support services are not intended for employment-related, work-related services. They are structured day program services that focus on community-based training and support for people with disabilities. They are there to help maintain life skills, to help people fully access and participate in their personally preferred activities in the community. Day support services are essential life skills training, supervision, and support that can include many things like community access, mobility, safety, transportation use, street safety, use of community resources, social skills and communication, money management and budgeting and shopping, independent living skills, as well as positive behavioral support and mental health support, personal self-care, health and wellness, and self-advocacy and decision-making. As we mentioned before, day support services are not employment services. There is no employment component in day support services. People wanting employment services should use one of several employment services available, including employment exploration, employment development, employment support, and pre-vocational services. These services were introduced and available before Waiver Reimagined and will continue beyond Waiver Reimagined. People working in center-based work settings should be authorized for pre-vocational services, not day support services. People working in an enclave work crew setting in the community should be authorized for employment support services. More information about pre-vocational services. These are services that are provided in service provider controlled facilities and businesses. For example, pre-vocational services would now be authorized for people who were previously working in center-based enclave work or work crews through day training and habilitation services or day programs. These are services that develop essential work skills and strengthen work capacity to meet the challenging task demands of work through meaningful work experiences and vocational training that advances people towards competitively paid employment in community jobs. That's really the focus of pre-vocational services. Here are some updates on pre-vocational services and some changes to be aware of. Pre-vocational services are available through the CAC, CADI, Brain Injury, and Developmental Disabilities Waiver. People receiving pre-vocational services, including pre-vocational services under day training and habilitation services before January 1st, 2021, can continue to receive pre-vocational services. People who are new to pre-vocational services on or after January 1st, 2021, can only receive pre-vocational services for 3 years or 36 months. So there's a limit. There may be some exceptions. If an individual receives both pre-vocational services and either day support services or employment service on the same day, pre-vocational services must be authorized in 15-minute units. Pre-vocational daily services can only be authorized on days when the person gets more than 6 hours a day of pre-vocational services and does not have any day support service or employment services. Here's some information on adult day services and updates to services through the Brain Injury, CADI, and Developmental Disabilities Waiver. Adult day services have not changed, but the eligibility for those services has changed. People under age 55 are not eligible for adult day services unless a person under 55 was already using the service prior to January 1st, 2021. Regarding existing authorizations, people who received adult day services prior to January 1st, 2021, regardless of their age, may continue to use adult day services if the following criteria are met. The person is assessed to need the service through their annual assessment. The person chooses to receive adult day services from other service options. Regarding new authorizations, a new authorization refers to an authorization for a person who has not received adult day services prior to January 1st, 2021. New authorizations may only occur when all of the following criteria are met. The person is age 55 or older. The person chooses to receive adult day services. The person does not choose day support services or employment services. And adult day services meet the outcome identified by the person within the scope of covered services. We're going to look at an example using day services, including a residential service example. Sally's a person who has a service authorization that ends June 30th, 2021. She has a reassessment in May for services starting July 1st, 2021. Sally's 34 years old and she lives with her parents currently. Her parents provide her help and assistance when in-home family support services and personal care attendant services are not available. During the day, Sally attends a day training and habilitation program where she works about 3 hours a day at the DTNH putting together COVID-19 at-home test kits. She worked in the community before, but doesn't want to do that right now. Currently, she receives day training and habilitation services with center-based work through Best Day Provider. She receives PCA services at home and in-home family support services at home billed at 15-minute units. At her most recent assessment and service planning meeting, Sally and her parents indicated they would like to have the services remain the same. Sally will be authorized to receive the following services after her annual assessment and service planning. The service authorization span will be 7/1/2021 to 6/30/2022. To be in line with Waiver Reimagined services, she'll be receiving individualized home support services with training, personal care tenant services, day support services through Best Day Provider, and pre-vocational services through Best Day Provider built-in 15-minute units. Best Day Provider is just an example. Day support services example 2, or second example, is using Mark. Mark's service authorization ends 9/30/2021. He has a reassessment in August for services that are starting October 1st, 2021. Mark is 22 years old and he recently graduated from school, his school transition program. He attends a day training and habilitation program and lives with his parents as well. He hasn't been involved in employment yet. Currently, he receives day training and habilitation services and in-home family support services billed in 15-minute units. At the annual reassessment and service planning meeting, Mark indicated that he would like to do some work at his service provider. He is not interested in exploring competitive integrated employment at this time. He has heard from his friend at the Day Training and Habilitation Center that they make signs, and he'd like to do that. He would like to have his in-home services remain the same. Mark will be authorized to receive the following services after his annual assessment and service planning meeting. The service authorization span would be October 1st, 2021 to September 30th, 2022. He will be receiving individualized home supports with training, day support services, and pre-vocational services. That's a little bit about day services and vocational services. For more information, feel free to Google Minnesota Department of Human Services Waiver Reimagined. Included in that information is a section for frequently asked questions and responses from the Department of Human Services. I've also included an attachment of links that might be helpful.